There is so much confusion around hashtags on Instagram this year, and for good reason. The Instagram platform has had many changes to it, and hashtags has been one of the big ones. So in today's video, I'm going to break it all down and explain exactly how you should be using the hashtags right now for success with your content and your Instagram account. Make sure you stick around to the end as well, where I'm going to be sharing with you one of the hashtag tools that I use to find all of my hashtags and how I can monitor them there to make sure that I'm using the right ones for maximum growth. This tool really is a game changer when it comes to Instagram hashtags, and I really can't wait to share it with you. And if you are an ambitious business owner who wants to scale their business online so that you have more impact, income, and freedom in your lives, make sure to hit the subscribe button right now. Okay, so if you are trying to use hashtags purely as a growth strategy, like back in 2020, then no wonder you are struggling with your growth. Back then, hashtags were the only way that people could search for content. So if your content was ranked by the algorithm for a specific hashtag that you'd used and people were searching for that hashtag, then there was a great possibility that your piece of content would reach a wider audience, which would potentially bring in lots of new followers. However, fast forward to today, and things have changed with Instagram and with the hashtags massively. Instagram is now a search engine in its own right. So users can put in keywords in the Instagram search bar, just like with Google, and Instagram will show you an explore page of posts that are relevant to the keywords that you have searched for. And this is the important bit. It's the keywords, not necessarily the hashtags. So for example, if I was looking for healthy vegan recipes and put that in the search of Instagram, the post Instagram will show me will be the ones that have the keywords healthy vegan recipes in the content and that are relevant to those actual keywords. So yes, ones that have used that hashtag may show up too, but not necessarily. It's more the pieces of content that Instagram finds that are relevant to my search terms. So from that, you may think, well, Instagram hashtags are dead then, right? Because what's the point if my content can get ranked without even using them? And this is where the new way of how you should be using your hashtags comes in. Hashtags, they are still important and good to use, but they work alongside your content, and it's your content that you need to work on first. So, to be completely honest, if your content is pretty poor, then no amount of hashtags is going to help it. But if your content is good, then the hashtags you use will help it to perform better. And this is all down to the algorithm. So as always, we know that if a post is doing well on Instagram, so if it's getting lots of engagement, you would say it's performing well and it's good content. So the algorithm will pick this piece of content up as it will see it's gaining some good traction, and in theory it will then push it out to a wider audience to then monitor how it performs there and so on. But with this good piece of content, if you have used a specific hashtag that is relevant to the content, it helps the algorithm even further to categorize your content and to push it out there more. So hashtags should not be used purely as a growth strategy. Your content, keywords, and a whole host of other factors come into play today. But when you have a good piece of content and then use a hashtag that is really specific and relevant to it, this is when your hashtags will work to help boost that piece of content. And to be honest, hashtags nowadays are very specific to individual accounts. So just because a hashtag works for one account, it doesn't mean it will work for you, even if it's in the same niche. It's all down to how relevant the hashtags are to your actual content and account. Okay, so now we understand how hashtags work in 2022. How do we find ones we should specifically be using for our own account for the best success of our content? And this is where I want to introduce you to the hashtag tool I use to find my hashtags. And since I have been using it, which has been a few months now, my results have been performing so much better. Okay, so this is my Flick account and this is the home page, and it will show you recently ranked hashtags, top performing hashtags and hashtags that you've used, and you've got your collections here. But I'm going to begin with, I'm just going to go to search, and what you can do is in the searches you search for whatever it is that your particular keywords are or your hashtags, so within your industry. So let's say, for example, I'm just going to put in social media. Now what I would do, you see here on the right hand side, it's got filters. I would normally have smart filters, which I'm going to explain in a minute, but that's based on my accounts. This is where it's really important because the hashtags are relevant to your account and size of account. But I'm just going to show you, if I just do normal, so say for social media, so this is what you probably do in a normal search, and here it will show you've got grouped view and tabled view. So the group view shows low competition, medium competition and high competition, but I'm going to do it as a table view because I can explain it in a bit more details. So in table view, it's got all these hashtags. Now along here it's got, so here is the daily average post count, so the average number of posts made daily using that hashtag, the average likes per post, and it says the total posts as well. So this is the total number of posts that have been made using that hashtag in all time. And so what you can do is literally, and then it says the average comments as well per post. So you can scroll down and actually look at all these different hashtags and all the results for it. But the thing here with this, and this is like with a lot of the hashtag tools out there, it's showing you some really big hashtags. So even Instagram tips, which is saying is relevant and similar to social media, it's got 1.5 million total posts, and the average likes per post is 2.3 thousand likes. So for me, for my account and my size of account, if I'm using these hashtags, I'm going to get swallowed up. And where competition is concerned, the average number of likes, I don't get that many likes at all on my post because of the size of my account. So it seems silly me using this hashtag and wanting to rank for it when I'm not even there yet. So what you do, the whole good thing about Flick is you have filters. So when we were at a search before and we had the filters, well, you've got, it's called smart filters. So what it does is, because you connect your account to Flick, so when you register an account, you sign into your Instagram account. Now there's nothing wrong with that here because Flick has been approved by Meta, so Facebook and Instagram, they approve this. So there's don't worry, you're not going to get penalized for your account or anything by signing up to it. But what this does is brilliant because it uses the smart filters for my account. So this will be your account if you sign in. So it's my average likes are just under 600 per post, and total posts are going to be between 5 and 400,000. So that's hashtags. So you can literally do smart filters and apply. So now my social media hashtag search, it's going to come up with hashtags that are relevant for social media but relevant for me and for my account. So you can see here the average likes per post is obviously more relevant to me because it's matching with what I get, and the total number of posts as well per hashtag is it's no longer this 30.8 million, it's a lot smaller hashtags. So it really helps to drill down on the hashtags that are going to be the best performing hashtags for your account. Now what you can do as well, so say if, for example, I don't know, Google My Business was one, I can, rather than go back to the search again, I can literally click the search button and now it will search and give me, as you can see along here, it's now Google My Business relevant hashtags as well. So you can do a massive amount of search. But what you can do as well, so say, for example, if you wanted to add these to a collection, then what you can do, say, for example, if I thought, okay, web content is one, social media trainer, social media marketing strategy, so I can click on all that, and what I can do, you can see it says selected here. I can then click on the upload button and I can either copy to clipboard, so I might be copying these hashtags and ready to put them into Instagram straight away, or I can save them to a collection. So I've got a number of collections already, so I can literally click on save and it will tell, I can click on whichever collection I want to add it to. Now that's over here, so here we've got collections on the left hand side, so if I click on collections, I can literally click on any of these collections, and obviously if I want to add a new one I can just add new. And the great thing about having these collections as well is, say for example my post was all on content creation, I've already got 13 hashtags, it says in that already, so I can click copy collection. So 13 hashtags have been copied, and then I can paste it straight into Instagram or my content calendar, whatever it is I'm doing. And again here where it's got the free, or I can just click whichever ones I want to and do what I've got here, you know, it says free selected hashtags. I can literally copy to clipboard again, or clear selection to start again. Now the other thing with this collections, which is really useful, is when you've got the collections already, say for example I'm going to go to course creator, I have got all my hashtags that I've already want, and I've got, if you see up here, it says 20 suggested hashtags. So this is a great thing with Flick because it works behind the scenes for you, and it comes up with suggested hashtags that are relevant to your collection. So all I need to do is click on suggested hashtags, and it will basically take me to the suggested hashtags, and I can decide, yep, I want to add that to the collection. So say if I want to do, yep, that's course creator, grow your business, business coaching for women, solopreneurs, you know, if I wanted to add them, I can literally select whichever ones I want to add, and then click add to collection, and the ones that I don't, I can then press the X and get rid of them. And again it shows you, you know, the total post, average likes and everything else. But the great thing is it's doing the work for you, so every time you come into your Flick account you'll have some new suggested hashtags that might work for you. Now the other thing is as well, which I want to show quickly, is the analytics. You've literally got along here follower change, number of people have reached, profile visits, website clicks, and it gives you percentages, and you've got, it says showing data from, so you can actually do it as custom, or you can do last 7 days, 14 days, 30 days and everything else. So it's really good because you can see how your account is performing, and then it shows you the latest post, followers, audience activity, reach and impressions, and profile activity as well. So it's really useful to come and have a look at the analytics here to see how well your hashtags are doing. And then along here as well on the left hand side you've also got scheduling, so you can actually schedule your content, and that includes reels as well. So yes, I'd definitely give Flick a go. It's a great all-in-one platform. So not only have you got scheduling, it's great for your hashtags, coming up with hashtags for you, for your account, for your individual account, and it's got some brilliant analytics as well. Now, if you'd like to give Flick a try, you can get a free trial, and I will leave the link for you to get this in the description of this video. Now remember, whatever hashtags you choose to use, make sure you put your hashtags in the captions, not in the comments. Instagram has already said comments, they're not picked up in search. So if you put your hashtags in the comments, you will just be wasting your time. So always put them at the bottom of your captions, but in the caption so they can be found in search. And you don't need to use all 30 hashtags either. Yes, Instagram lets you use up to 30 hashtags, but they have said that they want us to use only 3 to 5 hashtags. Now, I would always say test this, because I know a lot of people at the moment are still getting better results and better success with their hashtags when they use 15 to 20, for example. So experiment with this, but the key is to only use specific, relevant and niched hashtags to your content. So as always, let me know if you have found this video useful, and let me know what else you need help with when it comes to your social media marketing.